Everyone, my name is Erica and I am with Aurora Heart Healing. I am a holistic health and wellness practitioner and I help people through emotional intelligence and emotional awareness. And I wanted to jump on because I wanted to make sure that people understood in a very practical way why it is that emotions are so important. So I want you to think of a house. We have to build a house. Okay. And if you know anything about building a house, there has to be a foundation. And the foundation, it helps with structural integrity. It helps make sure that everything's in alignment. If there's a crack in the foundation, it will actually ruin the whole entire home itself. And in this foundation, there has to be certain things, support with that foundation. It has to be able to withstand the storms. This foundation has to be able to withstand earthquakes, snows, floods. It has to withstand weather. It has to withstand the weight of the home, the weight of the people within it, and it also needs to withstand the weather that it is going to be exposed to. And the reason why the foundation is so important is because it is the starting point of a home. Actually, the starting point of the whole entire structure. So foundations are super important, right? What if we decided to build something that was structurally unsound? What would that look like? What would happen to that house? I have a friend from down the road that their home is actually going to be condemned, and the integrity of the foundation is cracked. And when I think about that, I think, whoa, what this home was built on is unsafe. Because you can have a safe, sound structure where there is support, there is ability to weather the storms, there is recognition of what is in alignment, the weight that it can carry. It is very sound. And then there's the opposite. There's a house that was built on a shaky foundation. This building cannot withstand the weight of the home because it was not built with that capacity. And the cool thing about a foundation is that it can be taken out and rebuilt. Does it take a lot of work? Yes, it does. If you're not built with the foundation that is aligned and structurally sound and able to withstand, then you'll probably have to break that house down many different times to be able to see what alignment is right for you, for that home that is going to be built on that foundation. And the reason why I wanted to explain this is because I see so many human beings that have not had a structure, a safe foundation to build their lives on. More often than not, I see people that don't even know that their foundations are rocky to begin with. It could look like an absent father. It could look like a distant mother. It could look like narcissistic parents. It could look so many different ways. But if we do not know or understand or see, hey, this foundation isn't safe, I need to rebuild from what I came from, then a lot of times we continue to build the same foundation with different houses, different people. And then we wonder why the integrity of the foundation continues to break down, continues to have cracks. Within that is where our work begins. Do you want to be a safe foundation for your home? What are the cracks that your foundation carries? For me, worthlessness. Nothing that I ever did was enough. So no matter how strong the foundation was, it didn't look right. It wasn't good enough. So what did I continue to do? I continued to break down the foundation and build it and break it down and build it and break it down and build it until I felt that it was structurally safe for me. Other cracks happen all the time, my friends. And without having that awareness of where our foundations are cracked, we suffer others to live in our unsafety. We suffer others to live in a house that has a broken foundation that does not work. We force ourselves to say, I'm going to be okay in this house, even though it's not. I want you to see that looking at the foundation is scary. Looking and understanding the cracks is uncomfortable. But for you to live in a structurally sound home, and that home is your body. That home is what you live through every single day. That home is what you breathe through. That home is literally your home that you come home to every single day. If you do not know what cracks are there in that foundation, then you will probably be very caught off guard when the foundation falls and your whole entire home, the home that you built, crumbles. It takes time for us to build, my friends. And I hope you understand and that you know that me challenging people isn't from a place of you're wrong, you're bad. Me talking about our feelings, me talking about these conflicts, these challenges is about shifting our foundations. Because I grew up on a broken foundation. I grew up with abusive parents in one way or another, whether it was emotional neglect, where it was conflict avoidance, whether it was not being safe to be me, not being loved, not being cared for, being judged, whatever that looks like. Understanding my foundation, where it came from, why I am the way that I am, and how I want to build a stronger foundation for not just myself, but for the people around me that live in my home with me, figuratively and metaphorically. It is important to have a strong foundation that doesn't crumble at every single storm, that is able to withstand the wind, the hail, the rain. The only way we can really build that strong foundation, excuse me, is by checking the cracks within us. Don't let your insecurities prevent you from living the life of your wildest dreams. Don't let that happen. Be strong within yourself. Every time you find a crack, you learn how to fix it. And that fix will help you in so many different ways within your life. And I hope that you take the time to help fix those cracks. And if at any point in your journey, you need support, you need help, you need guidance, schedule a session with me. Because I will be the first to tell you my foundation was broken. When I grew up, Even up until just recently, my foundations were so broken. Wanting to be chosen, wanting to control, wanting to find everything outside of myself to heal what was broken. Together, I'm going to teach you how to heal, to grow, to cope, and to see that just because the foundation was broken does not mean it cannot be fixed, and that there's not a different way, because there is. I know it because I'm living, walking, breathing proof that with a will, where there is a will, there is a way. And this will was strong enough to find the way. If you need help, I will be that guide, and I'll be the one to help you find that way. I love you all. Have a beautiful day.